Hello, my name is Erica. I am the millennial.
Hi, I'm Angela Gen Z.
Hi, I'm Nano, another Gen Z.
I'm Selena. I'm another Gen Z.
And for those of you that noticed our extra Gen Z, we have a guest today.
Hello, everybody.
Our cousin.
Yeah, she's our
light-skinned cousin.
license. I
Oh my
honestly think that she's probably adopted.
They definitely found her at
Yeah, they found her
7-Eleven.
somewhere.
I'm triggered. I didn't almost cry right now. That's my cue.
I'm gonna go.
Slade's probably thinking, when this is over, I'm gonna roast y'all.
I can't with you
So he's like, you're gonna hear from my lawyers.
Who's her lawyer?
You would have a lawyer.
I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna have a BF right now.
Archie is a lawyer.
Oh my god, no.
Not my mom.
Well, your mom's gonna talk to our lawyer.
If you say my mom 3 times, she's gonna pop
My
up.
mom.
If you say my mom's name 3 times, she's gonna pop
Oh,
up.
I know her. Hey, she calls right now.
Oh, yes.
She's gonna be like, Selena, ¿dónde estás?
No, because tell me when I was coming right now, she was like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm going to my cousin's house." And then she's like, "Why are you going? Because I never come." So she's like, "Why are you going?" She's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing's wrong." I'm like, "You better not be weird and call." I'm like, "You better not do that." So,
You didn't tell her you're coming to record?
no, I'm like, "A podcast," and then she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "I don't want to explain that." I want to explain it in
You
Spanish.
can just like show her like an episode. Honestly.
Because she's probably gonna tell everybody in Mexico, dude.
Oh my
Everyone in
god,
Mexico's
you're right.
gonna know.
Well, I mean, she's probably gonna tell them already because you're coming. It's true, huh?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's funny. It's true. Okay. Do you have anything exciting that happened in your life right now, Selena?
Honestly, this is honestly the most exciting thing that's happening in my life right now.
Shut up. No, it's not.
Well, for the week.
Okay.
Whoa, for the week. What about
I
you?
got all our mics peak.
I mean, let me think. No, not really. I was on vacation for a bit for one of my jobs, so I just had time to like play and like do nothing. Honestly,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
yeah. I don't know, Angie. Anything exciting happen in your life?
No.
Yeah. I got you the
Thingy.
headset.
What?
I gave you the headset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it happened.
No, anything exciting
What
happen
about
in your
you?
life? Nah.
Nothing?
He's on summer vacation too. He don't care
Yeah.
about stuff. Okay.
I want to be young like that
Me
again.
too, right? That's what I tell him. I don't want to have any
Responsibilities.
Yes. I was gonna say responsibility.
Responsibilities.
Responsibilities. Yeah, I like that word.
Yeah, I hate it here.
I want to go already.
I want to go home.
Do I?
No, not right now, but like,
Okay, well,
like working. Like, I don't want to be here. I'm just kidding. I love my
I
job.
don't even be here.
Everybody in my job hears me. I love my job.
for real, right? In case someone hears me like, Selena, she's being fake with me.
I'm my super bad.
I knew that smell was fake.
I'm like,
Whatever.
I'm like, I love my job. I do love my job.
Celeste comes, she's like, how dare you? How dare you say that?
Oh, Celeste, you didn't hear this. Oh,
Okay, then I think we're gonna start off with your topic first.
Mine?
Yes, we're gonna tell Selena a little bit about something that she probably didn't know about.
Please enlighten me.
Please. Okay. All right. So here, I'm gonna hand the mic over to Angie.
So, I'm going to be talking about body farms.
Body
You guys know what that
farms.
is? Do any of you guys know? Nano?
Yeah,
Selena?
No,
yeah, you-
I have
you
no
gave me a
idea
brief
what that
description.
was.
I do not know what a body farm is.
So, on TikTok a while back, I don't know how old this video is, but I saw, it was in China, I'm pretty sure, or somewhere in Asia. But this man, he likes to, explore abandoned places, I guess. And so he went into, an abandoned factory. I think it's a factory, I don't know. And he found, these, big concrete, tubs. Not tubs, but they're, like pools, kind of. Just filled with the bodies of children.
Whoa.
So many
Whoa.
children.
Was it stinky? Did he say if it was
I
stinky?
think
Was it stinky?
Because, I mean...
They're decomposing it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're in a solution, but I don't think they would last that long.
No, yeah, they were decomposing, but they were, in liquid. So people are thinking it's, not formaldehyde, what's it called?
probably some sort of
some
preservative.
alcohol to preserve it, yeah. You know, when people preserve animals?
That's crazy.
But, they put, in a jar, an airtight place so they don't really,
Yeah. Yeah.
But these bodies were just out and about. And they
Oh.
were children, babies all the way up to,
Stop.
probably, elementary school kids, some, middle school.
And they were like
Whoa.
just floating, or was
Yeah,
it
they were just
in
floating.
pieces, or
No, they're mostly intact.
Do you know were those only kids from like that region, or were there other kids from like different
Were they colored
nationalities?
children?
So like let's say kids from Europe or kids from the U.S. or kids from Mexico.
Honestly, I have no idea. I couldn't tell because their faces were swollen because of the blood.
wait, you saw show pictures of them on TikTok?
The man like showed a video
Oh my god.
because he went there and he was recording on his phone and he like went up close.
Oh
But
my
like
god.
he of course started like throw up because the smell was too much.
He threw up.
Threw up
my
like in a
God.
corner.
Oh wow.
And
Is the
I don't
video
really
still up?
remember that well, but I think that was the only room that had like body. No, I think other rooms had
Angie,
bodies, but like some had like body parts.
Is the video still up?
I think so. I remember I researched it on YouTube and it was there. So you can literally just look up like man finding body farm in China. And I think it will most likely show up.
How long ago was this video on TikTok?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really remember when I saw it, but I know it wasn't that long ago. A few months ago.
Oh my god.
But I don't know how old the video exactly. How the video is exactly.
Do you think it could have been like some child trafficking gone wrong thing?
Yeah, people are saying
Maybe.
that, or people are saying that like sometimes
Body
child
Farm,
trafficking-
Tennessee.
No, that's not Tennessee. Sometimes people do that for human trafficking, or sometimes they do it to like sell their organs.
Did you see talking about? I've seen the video on TikTok where this lady's crying and she's in Mexico and she says that in like this car or something she saw like a kid's body and she was saying that that kid was dead or that kid was stuffed or something, but she
Like a mule. They used him as a mule.
Yeah, and then,
I didn't
and
see
then,
that.
And then like she started saying, or I don't know if it was a car or if it was like a truck, like, and then she saw there was a bunch of kids in there, and then she started like making like commotion, started saying that what she saw, those kids were there and those body parts. She was crying, saying that they were dead children, and then I think like in the video it said after that they probably that they found her body after. So I think if anything, it was like the drug cartels or something, or it was some sort of something
Honestly,
that killed her after.
I can see like what you're saying, because one time I was watching Caso Cerrado.
Wait, I think it's a body farm in Tennessee.
Yeah, so I was watching Caso Cerrado once at work.
Oh wow.
Not at work. I mean, during the lunch break.
Hold on.
Yeah, I was at work. I was supposed to be right now.
During one of her many unpaid breaks.
Yeah.
Breaks.
Yeah.
Breaks.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so I was during my lunch break, I was watching Caso Cerrado, and I saw like this. It was this episode of a mom. She was with her 2 kids, I think, and she had a baby in a carriola, and then it was her other kiddo. I think he was probably like 6 or 7, and she got distracted with the baby in the carriola, and she looked away, and when she looked away, she noticed that. Well, she didn't notice. She couldn't see her other kid anymore. So she's like, "Where's my other kid?" She started freaking out. Started calling people like, "Help me, look for my kid." And then so, this lady was like, "Oh my God, I saw like a van take him. Like they went this way. I think they're going towards the border." This was in Tijuana, by the way.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're like, "Hey, like they're going towards the border." So then she did whatever she could to go towards the border to get her kid, And we're talking about a mom with a little kiddo también. So, I mean, she did her best to get there on time, and she said that she got there, and she turned around and she saw her kid like in a van. And she's like, he was fine. And then she told the authorities, they're in the border, like, they have my kid, like my kid's in that van. You guys have to go get him because he's getting kidnapped. And then so when the securities or the people from law enforcement, when they got to that truck, para pasar la línea, they opened the van and the kid was stuffed with drugs, and he was dead. And the mom was completely, really quickly. And I mean, it was in the matter of minutes that her kid was like gone. So I'm guessing like the kid was like maybe like dying while her mom saw him. I don't know what's going on, but something along those lines. When the mom saw him, when the authorities got to him, he was already dead, and he was used as a mule to transport drugs to the United States, which is really intense. It was really sad because she was crying in the Caso Cerrado episode. It was really,
That is honestly, that's like heartbreaking. That's really sad.
yeah, it sucks. Yeah,
It's like really, that's so really morbid. Honestly, thinking about that, I'm like,
I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know. It's because sometimes it's just like it's just, this is reality, and it freaking sucks. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
sometimes
It is.
people.
I think at
do
some
stuff.
point Well, I know one cartel got I was about to say indicted. I don't think they got indicted for it. I know like multiple people from a cartel got arrested because they found out they're using like a kid to do like their stuff. So this kid was out there like shooting people. He was out there like dismembering
It's
people.
because kids can't get arrested. Really.
They can't get arrested.
And if
It's-
they do, then like it's like minimal, like really minimal
Yeah.
jail time.
So it was a little kid that was doing all this stuff. So
And
basically, it was like a little kid doing the do
I
work for
think
the
it's so
cartel.
sad because I think before I feel like cartels would respect women and kids, and now it's not.
Yeah,
even
they used to. Well, it's because back then it was all like organized. It was way more organized now. Because now there's like offshoots of like different cartels.
I know, like they wouldn't
Like,
go
so
after
we-
women and children.
I know that
Yeah.
like if you're a kid and a woman, you're safe.
You were safe.
You were safe.
So it's kind of like, but
Hitman work.
yeah, it's because I feel like since like the older ones were like in charge and they were the ones that respected that,
Yeah.
that more, and now they're the newer cartels are coming in and they're not respecting.
Yeah, it's
it
like
more.
the offshoots of like the cartels,
Yeah.
like because most newer cartels that come in, they used to be like a part of the older cartels, but then they just like broke off and they did their new thing, like their own thing.
I
Do you guys
also-
think that's also fun?
Oh no, I was gonna say I feel like they're just doing it to like show their power, I guess now.
Yeah, I
They- like,
guess.
they want them to
Like they
feel
like they just want to be feared, knowing that like
Do you
they
guys
can do
think
anything.
that has a lot to do with like morals that were enforced growing up? You know how like the older generation, in a way, they're like respectful, but then the other way they're like hella disrespectful.
They were really like misogynistic, you mean?
Yeah.
But they were also more like, oh, you know, you don't do this to a lady or to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, I feel like it is, yeah. Because nowadays, like kids, like nowadays, I feel like they're more like ruthless. Like they're like what
Like nobody cares.
yeah, like what do you say now? No, if a woman's gonna come up and hate you, what do you always say? You say, well, you're gonna throw hands and anything.
I don't say that. I don't say that.
I swear.
Yeah.
Well,
Does it say like?
what do you say? These hands are rated E for.
Oh, hands are ready.
Yeah, like that's what you say.
Andy says that.
I say that.
How
dare you confuse us.
It's like, don't dirty my name.
No, but I'm pretty sure.
Don't you know my name?
I'm pretty sure if somebody hits a woman hits Nano first, he's not gonna let that slide.
No,
Pretty sure
obviously.
he's not gonna let like.
I'm not gonna
hurt
like
real
punch her
bad.
though.
He's probably just like shove her.
I'm like tackle her. I'm not gonna punch her.
And I don't like knock somebody out.
Straight knock her out.
Hey, but I didn't punch her. Oh, freaking knocked
Hey,
out.
I would have. No, kidding.
No, it's like.
She's
That's
like, yeah, I'm gonna
personally,
hit
I
this
think
out.
equal fights, equal rights.
Yeah, see, like that kind of saying now. It's all like, oh, everything equal now. But and I guess like the way it all goes to like women kind of say like, oh, you know, we want to have like our equality and stuff. I'm like, I agree with that, but at the same time, it's all like, don't be hitting me, you know. Just because you feel like, oh, like,
No, yeah, don't be hitting me. I'm
Don't
like,
be hitting me.
I don't think that women should hit men just because I feel like they have the upper hand. Like, that's so annoying. Like, not the upper hand, but like, you know, I feel like I don't know how to explain
well,
it.
like the double standards with like
Yes.
Johnny Depp and like Amber Heard. Remember?
Yes.
When like she was the one abusing him, but then
Yes.
but then they went to court saying how could I abuse you
yeah.
when you're the man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how can a man get abused? Actually, a man can get abused too.
Yeah, it can, yeah. it
You know what
can
I'm
happen.
saying?
Yeah,
I don't
it
know,
can
but it's just.
I just feel like nowadays it just depends on the person, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's like.
That's.
But some people just take advantage of that. Some
Yeah.
women take advantage of
Yeah.
that. And yeah, I feel like nobody should be putting hands on it.
Oh yeah, don't.
Not even a guy on a girl, just because like they're stronger and they think that the girl should
Yep.
be submissive, and then a girl for a guy doing it just because they feel like, oh, this is the only way he listens if I hit him. It's like, no, you know, like
Whoa. Whoa.
like you need to like communicate. You can't be hitting each other, like talk it out.
Like, literally, violence isn't the answer.
Literally, yeah, violence is not the answer. Like it's not.
Unless you're Batman.
That's your Batman. Justice.
Justice.
Okay.
Unless you're me, then advance.
Unless you're Angie.
Of
No,
course.
it's not.
Of course. It is for me, if it helps me.
Okay, Angie, continue with your story, girl.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Go for it.
So, this story is specifically. So, I read this like a while ago. Forgot when, because I'm special and I forget everything. But.
We know.
Shut up. It's about a body farm that was found in Arizona.
Okay.
And supposedly. So, like, their name didn't make it seem like a body farm.
What was the name?
Like, they. I don't know.
Oh.
Forgot to check.
Basket Robbins.
Did it sound like a restaurant or something like that?
It sounds like a restaurant.
No, but you know what I mean. Some things could be deceiving like that.
Oh, wait, it's called the
Courtesy.
Biological Resource Center.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, like, they're a place where, like, you know what, like, you can donate, like, your family's bodies or, like, your own body to, like,
Science.
places for science. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, what they did, and also like they also like owned like morgues, not morgues, like
Oh.
funeral homes and like clinics sometimes.
Oh wow.
But
Big money.
yeah. So, of course, people thought like it was for science, so they would donate their loved ones' bodies to them, and just things happen, you know. But I'll get into that when I read the story. I'm gonna read it right now.
Get into
So-
it, but she'll get into it.
Oh, okay, so when the FBI raided the body donation company located in Maricopa, Arizona, they explained the gruesome scenes inside looked as if it was a slaughterhouse. Due to the buckets and coolers that were filled with limbs with no identification onto who belonged to who. Also, limbs being stacked on top of each other in piles, as well with no identification. And there were a lot of like by bodies I mean torsos, male torsos. And they explained it as if the bodies were botched and sewn on together in a Frankenstein manner. For example, one of the agents explained seeing just a large male torso with no head originally and with a tiny head sewn on top. So like it had no head. You could tell it was decapitated. And like a child's head, I'm assuming, or a woman's head was just sewn on like incorrectly.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, but I don't understand what the purpose of that would be. If it
Science, dog.
Well, I'm getting into
Science.
it.
Science, dog.
okay, go. Sorry, I just had to.
I'm getting into it. I'm just explaining. So, a lot of the male torsos, they're mostly male torsos, but a lot of them were without limbs, of course, and genitalia, which later on they found out that they had a separate cooler just filled with male genitalia,
No.
like a walk-in cooler.
Oh my god.
The discovery of this body farm led to the Biological Resource Center, the employees, owners, and other companies, including funeral homes and healthcare providers, to be sued by the family members who donated the bodies of loved ones solely for medical and scientific purposes only. Family victims were even informed themselves that the bodies would be treated with respect and dignity and would be dismembered. They would not be dismembered and or sold for profits. They were also told whatever remained of their loved ones would get cremated and sent back to them, which they did receive, but due to no labeling of who was who in the facility, they possibly could have received a random person's ashes.
No way.
Whoa.
I mean, imagine how heartbreaking that must be for family. I mean, this whole situation sucks, but that must be really hard for the family.
Imagine if one of the cops like donated like their mom to that, and like they see like their mom's right there.
Yeah, it's pretty sad because it's like you know if you're like ready to mourn, like a lot of times like these individuals put it in their wills that they want to be donated to science because they think they're gonna do something.
They
good.
think it's a good cause,
They think it's for a good cause.
but then they get donated to someplace like that.
Yeah, and I know because when I was in school, we had a cadaver lab, and there was a cadaver in there, and we would be learning body parts off of the cadaver.
Is that the one where like it's like they have like people that donate themselves to science and like they're cut open, but like
Yeah.
they're like preserved.
Yeah, they,
and, like,
they get
oh, okay.
dissected. Yeah.
Like I feel like that's so interesting, but like at the same time like there's a
Yeah,
person.
I remember once when I was in high school, I was taking anatomy and physiology, and there was an actual human skull, like an actual human skull, and my teacher, he used to like teach with it, right? And he would tell us never pick this up because it's real, and someone donated it, and like never pick it up, you know. And so some girl, she thought he was BSing, right? And she picked it up and dropped it, shattered all over.
Stop.
What?
Stop
Yeah.
it.
He was pissed. He was like, meet me after class. And honestly, I don't even know what happened. I just left because I was like, oh my
Oh
god.
my god, I'd be so mad. I'd be so
room was
scared.
quiet.
That's so disrespectful.
That's so
dude.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's
Not just-
somebody.
That's
Yeah,
somebody's
literally,
head.
that was literally somebody. Yeah. Dude, no respect.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, I mean, oh my god. Yeah.
Damn.
Like, why even touch it in the first place?
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, okay.
It's a teacher, bro.
Like, look at it. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, touch it because you're curious. Like, what the heck? That's
Like,
not real
touch it, don't
person.
pick it up and, like, let it
But
fall.
you know what I mean? Like, don't pick it up and walk with it. Like, he literally just told us. That's the first thing he told us. Never pick it up and walk with this. Like, don't pick it up. Just touch it. Look at it. It's fine. Just don't pick it up.
Like, you can assume it's fake, just, like, don't actually pick it up
Yeah.
and, like, mess with it.
Like, girl, there was a million other skulls in there.
Like, that ain't
Why are you
nothing
holding that
yours.
one?
I wouldn't be touching my teacher's stuff when I was in high school.
But it's because,
Bro, what the
I mean,
hell?
it was anatomy and physiology class, so we literally had, like a fake skeleton, but some bones were real, like
Yeah.
tibula.
But I feel like you'd be able to tell.
Some of those were real, and you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
You
like,
can straight up tell when it's real bone and when it's not. But I guess like she thought he was BSing, and I'm
No,
like,
but, like-
everybody was like in shock.
They were just
I don't know.
quiet, right?
It was like quiet, like, and then I don't. Oh my god,
Like-
I remember going like, oh my god, like I'm like I'm gonna leave.
You're
'cause-
you're probably
Doesn't like you to leave because I was like I can't. Yeah, it's intense stuff.
Like when a teacher says to not touch something, don't touch it
Yeah, just don't.
unless they tell you that you can. Go ahead. But yeah.
No.
But
Anyways.
anyway.
Anyway,
Before that's like.
So
okay.
And so were these places? Well, I mean, I guess like
these places are really common.
They're
A
like,
lot around.
I guess they're
there's
hidden.
a lot around the U.S.
Your face.
and I'm pretty sure they're also very common out of the U.S.
that's just insane to
I
me.
feel like there'd be more coming outside the US, no?
Me too.
I mean, yeah, because you think about black market and you think about body parts, and all you think about is like foreign places, and you don't think that
Yeah.
it can actually happen in the United States. But
There's a big black market here. There's a really
Yeah.
big black market here.
how do you know?
It's just common knowledge.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sorry, that sounded like an insult. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it in a hard in a bad way.
That's
Are
my
you trying to-
I'm
Are
sorry.
you trying to say something about Selena right now? That was dumb. Yeah, I get it.
You guys,
I understand too.
No.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's because they do a lot of internet searching.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
So for us, it's common knowledge.
for
Yeah.
them, it's kind of,
Well, but for us, it's like the stuff that we know is like we just think it's common knowledge, but it might not be like common for everybody.
So, Nana, have you ever come across the black web?
I've never been on it.
I don't.
Because
Like, how do you know you're in the black web?
Well, you have to like. It's not something you can just like. It's not something I can just search up and go on it
Oh.
right here.
So
I'm
technically,
oblivious. Please help me.
technically, only people that work for the government can get in. Kinda.
What?
Some of them.
It's if you want to get into like the dark web,
The dark web was made just for spies.
Black web or dark web?
Either one.
Oh,
it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
It has multiple names, but it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
There's like different layers. There's the surface web, which is the web that we can get like on our phones, computers. There's the deep web. You can get on. You can also get on it on your phone and your computer.
Usually
but-
like a certain browser, or like
It's,
an app.
it's like a Tor browser. You're gonna need
And
something
you
called a
need
Tor browser.
a VPN too.
And a
to protect
VPN.
yourself.
And then the dark web or like the deep, it is accessible, but like it isn't like
Easy.
like it isn't advised or easy because well there's like is it out? Is the one that we talked about the dark web? Is it out?
Yeah, it's called the Red Rooms, I think. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That one.
And
Right, or I'm not
it's
sure.
like it's out there. Like if we try hard enough, we could possibly get on it,
That's
but it's not
scary.
really advised because like
It's kind of dangerous because
Yeah.
once you get on it, like you're out there. Like
Stop.
if you're on it, you're out there.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like you can be on it. You can be looking like let's say you're like looking like at a forum on the dark web. You're out. Your information's out there.
Yeah.
What?
Like, as soon as you get on there, you're out there.
Like any
you're
hacker,
unprotected.
looks at me because thinking about it with everything he's saying, you need to have a specific like knowledge set, like specific knowledge to access it. And then there's other hackers out there or other people. It's like their jobs. Like they can they charge money and they get people's information, and then then they're willing to give it to anybody. So whenever you go into that like deep web, like dark web, like it's kind of like,
Well,
like
also-
inviting them,
Yeah.
like saying,
As soon
okay,
as-
I'm interested. Come look
As
me
soon
up.
as you go into the
Oh,
dark
hell
web,
no.
you're kind of already like on like you're kind of already on the government's radar.
yeah.
Like,
So
the
then-
government knows once you go on that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not illegal to look at, but it's illegal to buy stuff from there. So let's say you buy like a pound of like heroin, the government's gonna go to you because they already have your stuff.
Yeah, because like the government kind of like because like the government, and I didn't know this. They told me this that the government invented it, and it was meant so that spies can like transfer stuff without anybody else knowing. But then from there, I guess like the people started getting like access to it, but the government still like kind of like
The top
looks
dog there
over
or
it.
what?
Yeah, like they still look over it. So they like he said they see what you do in there. And if you buy heroin, then they go after you and they say, "Why are you buying this? Like, give it back, or
But-
like you're."
There's
You're
also there's also a lot of stuff though
God.
that there's also a lot of stuff that shouldn't be on there.
Yeah.
Like you can see murders live, not live. I don't think that's possible live. But there's like a lot of like stuff like that
Like
we
some
should-
dark.
dark stuff,
shit.
like murders. You can see like stuff with like children. You can see a whole bunch of stuff on there.
Yeah, you can see like animal abuse. too.
Animal
Yeah,
abuse.
you see things in there.
The deep web is really famous for CP. You know what that is, right? Child porn.
Oh,
So
yeah.
to shorten it, it's really common for CP, and
Yeah.
for like murders and like rape. Like you can like watch somebody like live or just pay for video of it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
But in order for like to watch it live, like you have to have like I don't really know.
I
How
don't
to
think you
explain
can
it.
watch it live.
I think you have to be like a lot of rich people, a lot of like people that are well known, like in the government and stuff. We are very sure that they are in that kind of thing.
Like Donald Trump.
No, definitely.
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 I'm pretty sure.
I could see it.
Yeah,
can see
and
that.
like since they don't get in trouble because they're rich.
Yeah. They're
Just like
basically-
how
yeah.
Donald Trump has committed like crimes.
I feel-
I say that because like they say that he's being like charged.
He almost got impeached. He almost got impeached.
He got
times.
impeached, no?
No, he almost did.
Well, I mean, like, if you have money, you can do basically,
You can do anything.
you can do anything
Yeah.
you want. Especially if you can, like, buy everybody off and say, yeah, you know, like, just like ignore
Be like,
this.
yeah, this didn't happen, but it
yeah,
did.
Didn't happen, but it did, yeah. And then, like, most of the time, these people that, like I was telling you, it's their jobs. They're out there saying, you know, you can come and you can watch this video, but I need you to pay, like, $20,000.
Yeah.
And then for a rich person, that's like, oh, that's nothing. You know, that's like a penny for me. And then they're gonna obviously look into it because they're gonna be curious, or they're probably into that stuff.
Wow.
So, yeah. So that's why, like,
I did not know this.
it's easy for anybody to like, if they see you in there and they see this the first time or something, and then they're like, oh, let's check this person out. Let's see like how like well their equipment is, like how
Yeah.
like how well
Basically,
they can hack into you.
Think of it as if you go to the dark web, it's almost like a competition whose equipment's better.
Yeah.
Like who has the better VPN, who has the better like stuff to like hide like their location, who has the better stuff to hide their like their social security.
Most of the time, even with a VPN, they can still
They can still
you,
catch you.
'cause
They can still get you.
If they're in the deep web, then there must be like
There's something called a virtual machine. So it's like, you know how Erica's computer's right here? She can download a virtual machine, which basically starts a new computer on her computer. So it's like not her computer. And a lot of people use that to go on the dark web because it's not technically not their device, but it's still a device. It's like, think of it as like streaming a different computer on your computer.
Wow. I do not own
Mind
any
blown?
of this. Hell yeah.
Mind blown.
It's low-key really scary. I mean, high-key really scary. I feel like, I don't know. I just never.
Well, as long as
actually-
you're not like going on the dark web, you should be fine.
Yeah. as
No,
long as
but
you're not
I don't know.
trying to get
It's
into
just
it.
like, of course not. But you know what I mean? I mean, it's just crazy to think that
That's
something like that exists. I don't know.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, like,
It's just there.
Selena, didn't you just see that they just like confirmed that aliens exist?
Oh yeah.
tell me why I've been so busy and haven't had the chance to
You
look
stop
further
it.
into that.
It's crazy. Okay, cause
I didn't hear that.
So it's a court. So they swear by oath. So if they
Swear
know
by what?
they swear by oath.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they
It was
can't
like
lie. You
they
know?
can't lie.
What the heck?
Like every time you go to court and like you're in the court, you have to swear by oath. So basically, like
Yeah.
you put your hand on the Bible and like you like it's like you know how presidents they swear by oath.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. And they're
What's
asking.
going on with all that?
So they were asking him questions like, is there like flying objects that you guys recovered? And he's like, yeah.
Like,
Is there-
Bro, is he gonna get fired?
No, I think.
Okay. I was like, bro.
This is stuff he's able to say,
Okay.
and
Okay,
the stuff
okay.
that he's not able to say, he said, "Oh, like I can't tell you that." And there's one was like, "Have you guys found like bodies?" And he's like, "Yeah, we found. I think they called it like biologicals."
Yeah, or they
That were non-human.
They say non-human. Yeah, they say non-human body. So they have recovered some.
What do they mean non-human?
Like that they're not.
They're not
from
like
Earth.
us. Yeah, they're not like us.
Yeah, they're not from Earth. They're from other places.
Like,
And he explains how he knows like there are aliens and like how he thinks UFOs are real. He's like, yeah, like I've seen like personally, and I've seen like because they're like spaceships like just up in the air and like hurricane level winds, like not moving, just standing still. And then from that standing still, they go immediately super fast.
bro, so like, how did this even come up? Like,
I don't
how
know.
is this even a thing?
I don't even
Like,
know.
What made this news?
I think they.
caused this?
I think so much stuff's happening that they finally, the government finally said, you know what, it's time to just throw this out there. Might as well, because you know, with COVID, with all
Let's
these
just throw the
like,
pot.
with everything going on, with the
Well, a
with
while
the-
back,
with the-
they released a video of them finding a UFO. A while back, like a long time ago.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like, and then I remember seeing a video on TikTok of like during like this court hearing that this guy was reading like this letter that one of the non-human biological beings actually wrote, and like
English?
gave to the.
For real?
Well, I mean, yeah, like they were able to like, translate it.
I didn't get that.
How they were translate that shit?
I didn't get that deep in
what
it.
language. I didn't see.
What?
But,
Whoa, that's
but
crazy.
in the note, he was basically saying that the aliens were trying to contact us and trying to tell us that the way we're living is like harmful for the planet. That the way we're living is not sustainable at all. That we're killing our ecosystems and the whole.
But yeah, we
and the
already
whole
knew that,
world.
but people
And,
fucking
know that.
and the alien said that they have shared information on like with how to be more sustainable, how to eat the right foods, how to like grow everything, how basically saying that they were giving the resources to the governments, and the governments were saying, yeah, we appreciate this, but we're not gonna do it.
the aliens were giving.
Yes, yeah.
This
so they
sounds
were,
straight
It's
up
not freaking. Bro, this got so bad. The aliens kind of come down and be like, "Yo, chill."
Yeah,
The aliens
stop,
to stop.
bro.
yeah, and then like the aliens also told like our leaders, right? Told them like, you know, like the people should know, and then the leader said, yeah, they should know, but not right now. Like at the time that they're writing this message to us, that was like a long time ago.
Yeah, this could have been like 10 years ago.
That's so insane because I mean, if you think about it, I think it's in New York. They have that big clock.
Yeah.
It counts down to when I think global
Year's?
warming.
Oh,
No,
yes,
it counts down to like when global warming is irreversible.
yeah.
Have you seen that in New York?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's like a. Well, I'm not sure if you like went to New York, but I haven't either. I mean, from what I've seen, it's like an actual big ass like clock, and it's just ticking backwards, and it's in a big building, so everybody can see it. And I'm like, why do you put that in New York? Why don't you put that in front of our leader's house? Like,
The White
not
House?
the house, but like the White House.
Building for the White House.
No, for real, because I mean, if you're trying to get the attention of a leader, why not? But
Yeah.
that's a different topic, you know. Yeah, but we're
I
so
didn't know that.
close for global warming to be irreversible that it could literally damage us hella bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
there's multiple theories out there of like people like I forgot who made this theory. And like you guys probably think I'm like lying, but like it's like a lot of like a lot of people like Stephen Hawking had a theory, I think. I forgot who, but like there's a theory out there where like we're just gonna get like, cause you know how now we're already like we're trying to fix global warming with like solar power, wind energy.
Yeah.
That we're gonna get so good at that, and that's like the only thing we're gonna need. Like there's like there's multiple theories that like the Earth is gonna die just by like dying.
It's because I believe that we can save
And
the
they're
Earth
also,
with solar.
No, yeah, I
It's
believe
just-
in that.
It's just not affordable.
It's not affordable. It's really
not.
like-
So like,
but you know what? Like
solar like that is like so new, but at the same time it's so old that it's still a lot of money.
I feel like they make like the government or the states, they make it not affordable.
Yeah.
Because they want us to keep going with the gases, and they want us to keep going with those kinds of like fossil fuels.
Yeah.
Like, they want it. Cause the same thing with our
Freaking healthcare, everything.
yeah, with our medications, like Jessica has told us that the medications are not that expensive, but then they're selling them so expensive. Like insulin's like hard to buy. You know, it's insane.
it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also back to the aliens. Just wanted to throw this in there. I also saw a video of this girl saying that they're interdimensional beings too. So
Oh, I
they go
believe in
through
that.
different
I
dimensions.
believe in that.
So that's why, like, when you were saying that when that spacecraft was just standing there and there was like high powered winds going along and they were still there, it's because they were in a different dimension.
What?
And then also since we're we three-dimensional beings?
We're three-dimensional
We're only
beings.
able to see that dimension. But there are three, four,
Okay.
five. There's different dimensions that
Oh my
they can
God.
see us. We can't see them. So that
There's a
alien was
theory
here.
that you know how there's like supposedly 1D and 2D.
Yeah.
Like 2D is like a flat. Think of like a cartoon. It's
Yeah.
just like a flat surface. There's like multiple theories that like. So there's 1D which is just like you're just like with just one thing you have to like a little side.
Yeah.
There's 2D where you're like a flat surface. There's 3D where it's like us, like we're like we can see straight. We can see like every other direction. There's like 4D.
Are we 4D or 3D?
No, we're 3D.
We're 3D.
Oh.
But 4D, you know when you think you see something in the corner of your eye,
Yeah.
people think that's 4D, like some stuff like a dimension that we can't see but we're living in. Like we
So
get
there's a
glimpses.
dimension within our dimension.
Yes.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
fucking insane.
2D is like a dimension within our dimension. Like this is 2D right now. This is 3D, and then the stuff that we see out of the corner of our eyes, the stuff that that's supposed to be 4D.
4D.
So whenever you see like something like run by, that's supposed to be real.
Yeah, so I mean,
That's scary.
so then they're saying that there's that too, and that they're trying to help us understand, and they have obviously they have better weapons than we do. they have like better like weapons. And then they're also saying too that we have nuclear weapons, and that's really harmful to us and to the environment, and that they want to help us get away from that, because they say there is a way to have like weapons and have everything and have resources and have like our lives continue, but with different technology. And they say that they gave our leaders like what we needed or the key to what we needed, but they don't want to do it because obviously because they're trying to like make money off of what we have it,
of
and
course.
they know if they fix it then they won't have money.
Aliens are really nice.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
So you know how usually they're like painted as really aggressive and that they hate us?
Yeah, people were saying that people are saying like I don't know. I know people were saying that like that's supposed to be like what's it called?
Like.
Shut up. It's supposed to be like propaganda. That was like all like the movies and all like the stuff. Because when we think of aliens, we think of like these little short green dudes that come to like invade Earth, right?
Yeah.
But people were saying that was like people started thinking that that's propaganda, you know? Because we've been having these these letters.
So
We've been having contact with them with such a long time.
So do they have an actual alien?
Well, they have dead body parts. Like, remember they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Area 51 they probably have
Area 51
Yes,
exists.
I was about to say that. I was like, no wonder they were being so freaking weird about Area 51, how no one can be in there and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then do you know that there's different races of aliens too?
What?
Oh my god!
You know, there's
I did not know that.
Yes, because they're.
Oh my God.
Like they say that there's a typical like gray.
The
alien,
green,
you know?
the green
There's
Martian.
aliens.
There's one that looks like a lizard.
Yeah, there's different types of aliens.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
This is super random.
I don't know who's talking.
Have you seen?
Okay,
Haven't seen?
There's this. I told you guys about this in a podcast. Remember that the YouTuber that's neighbor used to work for the government, and they would always drink together, but the neighbor would never reveal anything until one time they drank too much, and the neighbor revealed a whole bunch of stuff. So there's this YouTuber that went on the run because so he starts off a YouTube video saying like, I had this neighbor that he used to work for the government, like Area 51 type stuff, and they would always drink together, and he'd always try to get stuff out of his neighbor, right? But he couldn't because his neighbor would always say like, oh, that's top secret, I can't say that. Until one day where they got drunk enough where the neighbor told him, yeah, all this like, there's aliens are real. There's like, he told him about like 3 different types of aliens. There's like he told him about 2 different types of aliens from America. There's like these brown aliens that I think are really aggressive.
She's like, aliens are nice, and that was like, aliens are aggressive.
No, like there's like
certain types are aggressive.
Yeah, I don't remember which one's aggressive, but there's a brown alien that's like aggressive, and if we're gonna get invaded by one alien, it's gonna be this alien. And then there's the gray alien. No wait, I forgot which one which.
I think the gray alien is really passive.
Yeah, there's the gray alien that's passive.
It's probably the gray aliens
that we
are trying
have
to help us
contact
out.
with.
Yeah, those are the most common ones.
It's like, have you heard where like they say that angels are actually not
Oh,
angelic?
yeah, in the Bible,
Oh yeah,
like angels, it's because
they're
they're supposed to scare demons.
they're still good, but like
Yeah, but they just don't look.
You know,
we
yeah,
perceive them to look like.
they're not, because like they're supposed to scare demons, and demons look more like humans, because they're supposed to entice us.
I'm looking kind of scared now.
So like the thing that we feel comfortable with, like humans,
okay, wait.
the demons know to like pose as that.
When
Okay,
Let me-
I think we should get back in topic. Oh
my God.
We need to go back to the.
Okay,
to the
so I'm
writing,
almost
please.
done. So after this, we can talk about.
Oh, you weren't done yet? Sorry.
So, okay, instead of the bodies being used for science, and medical uses, they were abused, mishandled, desecrated, and even sold for profit, which they said they wouldn't, on the dark web and overseas, which led to more than 30 families being a part of the civil suit. So they're suing these companies. And of course they won, because what the heck. Stephen Gore,
Nice.
the owner of Biological Resource Centers, Inc., pleaded guilty to illegally conducting an enterprise and was sentenced to only 12 months in jail and 4 years of probation.
Whoa. Because he's rich. He probably paid him off.
Why wasn't this on the news? Or was it? And I was just...
I'm pretty sure it was. There's like a lot of articles about it, and there's like, even a man that was talking about how like he donated his mother's body to science, and he found out that they were using her for like weird testing. Pretty sure once there was another guy that also did that, and like his mother's body was sold to like the government, and she was used to like test out like bombs and nuclear
What?
shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they strapped her onto a chair like you know, like those driving dummies.
You know,
It just
that's like
exploded.
that's what our tax dollars are being used on. You know that, right? Like I think there was
Hold on. What do you mean our tax dollars?
That's what our
You
no.
you mean Selena's and my tax dollars?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't pay taxes yet. I'm sorry. I'm considering myself American. No, but the U.S. tax dollars are being used for like random stuff like that. One of them was like how long a monkey can like survive with like music. How music, this like a certain song affects a monkey's like behavior.
Oh my goodness.
Like that stuff is being like used like with our tax dollars. So like her body being blown up with bombs was probably like
Our tax dollars. You
was
mean?
probably like $1 million of like the U.S. citizens' tax dollars.
Well, yeah, because the government bought
The
it.
government bought it,
With our money, Keisha.
And that's
Our money.
and then those money, and then they probably like used your guys' money. Okay, you guys hear me? You too.
You guys are a part of this without knowing.
No.
Wait, hold on.
That money they took out of your paycheck
Literally, our paycheck.
I know, I know.
was used to bomb an
I
old
did not
an old
agree to
lady.
this, okay? The government just said, give me your money or we're going to put you to jail. And I said, okay.
No, they didn't even ask. They're like, now we're gonna take your money.
Yeah, huh? You're right, huh?
And if you don't give us your money, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail. Straight to jail.
Yeah.
It is good to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love
Continue,
that
Angie,
for us.
continue.
Well, that's it technically.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
You know what? This kind of reminds me of, when I was working with this traveler, he told me that he was reading this book. It's really interesting. And
Who told you
I
that?
haven't read it. I think his name, what's his name?
A friend?
His name, no, a traveler.
Coworker.
He's,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
a coworker. Yeah, I have him on Facebook. Oh, man.
You know how the dogs.
He's he told me that he read this really interesting book and it's called the Red Market, and in that he basically talks about what Angie said, that there's this like red market where it's specifically targeting like, because like you know how like pharmaceutical companies, they target drugs.
Yeah.
Well, the Red Market targets like body parts, blood, basically anything like body related that can. Because you know how like there's always like needs for donations or
Yeah.
or when people put donor on their cards, that then and this is what I feel like hospitals let you die so they can take your body parts.
Are you a donor?
Because that's money. I'm not a donor because I do not. I want them to save me. Okay, I want them to save me because I do not want them to just say, okay, this is all we can do for her. We're just gonna let her go. Like, no, I want them to keep going and try to save me and bring me back. Because, you know, it's like, I don't want to,
Like half-ass save you.
yeah, basically.
Just enough so we can get you their
Because, I mean,
organs.
since I work in the hospital, I've seen that organ donors, like, as reasons that they're there. And they bring down, like, blood samples, they bring down urine samples. And they're trying to see, like, how the body is doing, like, how that organ is doing. Because they want to keep the body alive until they can actually like,
organs
harvest
needed?
the organs. Yeah, but I mean, like, this book like is really, because like he was telling me that kind of like what I just said, they're doing it, but they're doing it like illegally. Like they're doing it just to like get the money out. They're not doing it like for the best interest in like the
people?
person that they're taking it from. They're doing it for the money, and they're selling it to like these other hospitals or these other places. And
Yeah, and you know, it's good that you bring that up because I remember when my mom was getting, in the list to get a transplant, I was like, can I donate my kidney? And they're like, well, if you're not compatible, we'll still take your kidney, we'll just give your mom one. And I'm like, how does that make sense?
you're like, no.
I was like, wait, you're gonna take my kidney, kind of just swap, you know? We're just gonna swap. We'll take yours if you're not compatible with her, and then we'll give her one. Like, but I'm like, well, then what's the whole point of the list? But I mean, I see where you're getting at, because saying when she was in the process of getting her transplant, we had to be there within hours because then the kidney would die. Because I think, and they even had to transport it, so the person was in a different place too. But like, yeah, I'm sure he was young too, so I'm sure. I'm not saying this is what happened, but maybe he had better chance of living. But you know, and nothing against, you know, people who are donors, because I'm a donor myself, but.
What? You have donor on your.
I am a donor myself.
Organ donor, girl?
I am an organ donor, but
You might want to take that out after we talk
it's
about this.
because, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just because I feel like, you know, someone gave my mom an opportunity for life. I know that if push comes to shove and I no longer have any brain function in me and I can't stay alive, you know, be my full self, like, maybe I could save other people. But I guess it's just a preference, you know? You guys have that preference. You guys don't want to be donors, and I have my preference that I do, but I guess we just have different opinions on that.
I don't know. I don't really trust
I don't trust people in my body, man.
because they say, from what I've heard, they say that they're gonna donate your organ to like, a person that needs it, but sometimes they just sell it to like the black market, red market.
I believe in that a lot.
That's
A lot of people.
I
do
mean,
that.
I feel like
I get that.
probably like a corrupted like hospital, like this hospital here. They probably sell their stuff. I don't know.
I feel like what Selena was saying, that basically like we all have our own different experiences and our own different opinions, and Selena had a really good experience with with the organ.
If it's something you really
and
believe
I mean,
in,
like us
go
in a
ahead.
way too, because we still have our aunt
Yeah.
alive because of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand, and then also the guy's family that did that was
Yeah.
okay with orbit donating too.
And he was hella young, dude.
Yeah.
He was like 23.
Yeah, then they also have that knowing that they saved somebody, or that their loved one saved somebody.
Yeah.
So they have that with them. They feel well enough doing that. And I mean, like, and then for us, since we have no. I'm only saying it based off of what I've seen.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
like
Mhm.
and like because I mean, I'm like, I don't need to donate an organ. Like, knock on wood. Hopefully, like, and I don't need anybody to donate an organ to me. Knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't.
Hopefully.
But I mean, so it's like for me, like it's easy for me to say no. I don't want to donate organs because I don't want to be kept alive just for that. Just be harvested.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, but then you say you would do it to save somebody's life. Like, and I'm like, oh, that's really noble of you to be saying that. And I'm like,
No, I'm not just
done that,
I don't know. People who donate organs are too nice. Nobody getting my organs. Fuck you guys. What?
I want to stay in touch with,
Well, they actually take out your organs.
Yeah, they stuff
They
you know.
do.
Yeah, they stuff
They
you.
stuff
They preserve you and shit. They
I
preserve
don't
my
care.
dad. Oh,
For real?
Nobody's
Yeah.
getting
I
anything.
didn't know that.
yeah, they preserve my dad because I mean, it took us so long to get him from Mexico to here and all that process.
They preserved him.
They preserve my dad. Yeah, they do like an injection on you, the mortician, so that he doesn't like decompose fast.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we couldn't touch him anymore because he was to that point that if you touched him, yeah, I'm sorry, that was gruesome. But I mean, you know what I mean.
It's sad, but it's interesting.
Yeah, Loki, it really is interesting though.
yeah, and I mean, I
Sorry.
I get that because especially if you want to like have like a funeral where you're showing the person,
Mm-hmm.
they want to make him look presentable because a lot of these people die tragically and they want to like make it so they cover up with their
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
closed caskets. Like that's really real. Cause like they just can't show like
Yeah.
you just can't show them.
Like, you need to better.
Wait,
Wait, did they find her body? I feel like they didn't find anything.
I think they just found pieces, TBH.
Oh my
What
god.
happened to her?
she
She
died.
died in a car accident.
No,
the plane,
it was
the plane
plane.
crash.
I thought my car accident.
No.
Oh,
Actually, I had a
car
teacher.
accident? I'm sorry.
I had a
Oh,
teacher
yeah.
that told me that he thinks Jenny Rivera got killed because she knew too much about cartels.
Yeah,
I think so, too.
I'm pretty
I
sure
believe in
that's
that.
what it was.
I believe in that a lot.
That plane was hijacked. Maybe, I don't know.
Nah, I think it was the cartels.
I think it was it probably,
That's why
got shut
hijacked
down.
cartels.
It probably got shut down.
Yeah.
That's why.
Do you think she knew she was gonna die?
I think so.
Like how
I think
Chalino Sanchez like knew he was gonna die.
But he knew because he got a note. Like,
Well, yeah.
immediately.
What if she knew too? But like,
I think she did it to save her.
She
People.
probably like had a feeling, but she didn't know when it was gonna happen. Like she probably knew that the hit was on her.
Yeah,
but
she probably
didn't
knew
know
that she
when
was-
it was gonna happen.
Yeah. I can see that too.
yeah.
But going back to the organ stuff, yeah, I can see how
Keep me
like
hope.
there's that mistrust and stuff. I could definitely see it.
Oh, but sorry.
Go for
I forgot. I was gonna say something about like open caskets. You can do an open casket if they are like if a person was like horribly disfigured like before during their death. You can do an open casket. It's just that the morticians have to warn you beforehand that like it won't look perfect, of course, because it's hard to like reconstruct a person perfectly.
Yeah.
But they'll try their best with like molding clay and like makeup.
Yeah.
But like
But the makeup
they-
makes it worse, TBH.
I feel like because it's warning
warn you
clay.
about it. They
worse.
warn you about it.
Yeah, it's warning clay. It's not the same texture. It's not the same feeling of skin. It's
Yeah.
not the same thing.
Yeah, and then I know that they use different makeup because I think that the makeup that we use reacts a different way with our like living
Warm
cells.
skin.
But then when the person's step like pass,
Mhm.
then the makeup doesn't react the same, doesn't
Yeah.
look the same. So I know they use different makeup.
I think they use like Vaseline. They mix it with something like that, right?
I have no idea, but they mix it with something so that it
I completely
looks
forgot to put
presentable
makeup on.
on a cold cold flesh.
Don't they just put the makeup on so you can get like your color back?
I know dead bodies fart. Do they sweat?
No, dead bodies, they release everything.
That's why they fart.
Yeah, like when
Yeah.
you
They poop
die,
themselves.
when you
They're
die,
like
you
really-
literally poo and pee.
Yeah, like if you need to pee, you
It's
pee
like
yourself.
if you die if a woman dies pregnant, that baby comes out still.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You push everything out.
It makes sense because you know how your muscles
Your body
are,
like bloats, then like it deflates.
yeah, like your muscles are contracted right now because we have control of them, like full control of them. But then what happens when you don't have no control of that anymore? So it like releases everything. So like
So all the farts I'm
release
holding,
everything.
if I die, then
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
somehow a plane crashes and we all just explode, if we're like holding in like a poop, that's gonna come out.
Poop or peep.
Then we're gonna be in
poop.
pieces.
because I remember.
No, but we're gonna make pieces and then you're gonna see like a little like poop.
Because I remember when I used to work at the nursing home, we had like obviously people would pass all the time, and we had to do what's called postmortem care. And yeah, like when people would pass, they'd literally like they'd be so stiff, and then
Rigor
they-
mortis is when your body and it just like
When you freshly die.
yeah,
Yeah.
you like your body just like it like clutches.
Yeah, and they pee and poo
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and you have to clean all that
Oh my
up.
god! How did you feel like knowing that they were alive?
Like a few minutes ago, and then they died.
And then
Like you
passed
just
away?
had a conversation with one of them and you left. You went to the bathroom and then you come back.
Honestly, you
That-
kind of
was that,
like
like,
know
tough?
someone's gonna die for the most part because they stop eating, and you just kind of know. Like I've had a lady, when she died, she was the sweetest person, but yeah, she like died on me. Well, not on me, but I was taking care of her, and I remember she ate dinner that night, and she was like, and she's like, my husband's here to pick me up, and I was like, okay, I was like, you kind of have to go along because some people have dementia, so you just have to kind of go along with what they
Oh,
say.
I remember you told us like a little bit about that. How like some of your patients would have like dementia, and like you would have to explain it to them. Like not explain, you would like act along with them. No.
Yeah, you kind of have to act along with them because then they'll literally freak the hell out and they're like, "What are you saying? I'm not crazy," And it's like, no, you're not crazy, but you kind of just have to, for their own sake.
It's like for their own well-being, kind of.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
they'll literally
imagine-
freak out.
Imagine like, cause they don't know this at their own level. They like still think. It's like imagine you right now.
Yeah, like they don't know.
Imagine, think of it as like yourself right now, and then randomly someone just tells you, "Oh yeah, this is fake."
Yeah, like they still think, some of them used to think that they were still kids, little kiddos. They used to be like, I have to get home before my mom finds out. And you're like, you're 80 years old. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't tell them that. You'd be like, yeah, we're going to get you home. And then for their own well-being. Anyway, so this lady, she was like, my husband's here to get me. And she was fine. She's like, can you help me get ready for bed? I helped her. She was laying down. And then one of the nurses was like, hey, go get a blood pressure check on her. Make sure she's okay because she's not doing so well. This and that. Blah, blah, blah. I went and she wasn't reading. Like no, the O2 levels wasn't reading, no blood pressure, and so she was already kind of like dozing off, and I was like, and the nurse came in. Long story short, yeah, she passed away, and I stayed with her, and it was really heartbreaking because you like grow memories with these people, like you see them every day at work. They're kind of like your coworkers, You see them every day at work, and every day they just like, good morning, good, how are you, this and that, and they just answer, and one day, they're just gone. They just stop. So, I mean, it's a little heartbreaking, but that's something that you like kind of builds like thick skin, I guess.
Yeah, you kind of have to get.
You kind of have to get used to because you see it so often.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
that's hard. I wouldn't be able to do that. I feel like I'd get too depressed.
Yeah,
After.
cause like, I probably like if I worked there, I probably would have met like some cool old dude.
hell yeah.
Like start hanging out with them like out of work.
Yeah.
Like start checking them out. Hey, I'm gonna go to a movie with the homie. Like,
Nano goes on his days off. Hey, I'm here to get my friend.
like what?
Don't worry, Huh?
Yeah, Mr. Johnson, yeah, he's cool. And then I don't know, cause like you're probably friends with them.
Yeah, you are.
Like you're out there, and you're basically just hanging out with them.
You are. You're like taking care of them and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, can you give me apple juice? You're like, hell yeah.
Like, I want some
with
apple
you
juice
right
too.
now. No, I'm kidding. You can drink one with them, but you could just be like, yeah, I'll get you.
That's
apple
what.
juice. And then they're like, you know what I mean? They kind of get like some cariño for you and stuff.
Well, yeah, cause like you're taking care of them.
Yeah.
They kind of have to grow a relationship with you, just cause like you're just.
But yeah, anyway,
Wait, was her husband dead? Can I ask that?
yeah.
Do you think that her then coming to pick her up was like his way of like bringing her up there with him?
Yeah. I can see it.
There's a lot of cases. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're cases, but there's a lot of cases when people are close to the death that they see people that they've known in their past, just like they're just like looking at them.
Yeah, like a grandpa.
Yeah, like let's say like someone we know, like hope like, obviously like it's not knock on wood, that's not gonna happen.
Doesn't doesn't your mom have a reaction to like an anesthetic? So like when they give it to her, she says that she sees all of her dead relatives.
No.
I swear. Stop.
No, swear
Really?
no.
What?
Yeah.
Really,
No,
I'm serious,
but,
'cause my mom would. Maybe this is too much, but my mom would tell me that when your mom was giving birth to Danny, they gave her the anesthetic, and then she said that she started seeing all her dead relatives, and then she saw Danny's dad, and then she was saying, she's all like, "Why am I seeing him here?" And then that was when he had passed away, like when Danny was born. No,
I don't know.
You don't know?
Then. No, I don't know.
Whoa.
maybe
Not that I know of, but maybe.
Maybe that's like something I'm.
Maybe that was something I should have said. I'm sorry. But
It's
my,
okay.
my mom would always tell me that,
Yeah.
that your mom would have that happen. So
I'm not sure.
Isn't there like a medication that she can have, like a
Well, she can have fentanyl because she used to drink fentanyl for medical reasons.
Oh, I do it just to do. No.
CPS better come to your house right now.
Hey, so you're not going to see me.
Hey,
No.
hey, bro. We're gonna have to cut this out. Cut this
No, get him back in her car right now. Right now. You've been got.
I just out myself out. Okay.
No, actually, I don't know. I don't know about that. That could be
That's
something
crazy.
that happened.
That's a fact you just learned right now.
Oh,
It's a fact you just learned right now.
yeah, I did.
Part of your canon event.
I learn something about my mom every day.
Oh, see, I didn't know. I thought that was something, because my mom told me that. I didn't know if that was really
No, like our
true.
grandpa before he died from cancer, he said he saw my grandma, our grandma.
My grandma was going to go pick
Yeah,
him
he said that his grandma, like our grandma, was gonna be there soon, so he had to get ready. And like he
up. Oh my
passed.
god. Or do you think that maybe like that's like the person that they're thinking of?
Honestly,
or that they know?
honestly,
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because
Look
what
for
the
it.
story I was gonna say
That gave me
is,
chills though. Honestly, that gave me chills. They still give me chills now.
Let Nana speak. Sorry.
the story I was gonna say is about how this old woman she was close to death soon, and how like mostly like not every night, like when she was close to dying, right? She would like yell out randomly and say like, "Oh, I see him," and like she kept on like talking about like this man, like, well, at the time it was okay, so that, like she's old, so she was born and she grew up in like in the Jim Crow era, back when Jim Crow era, back when they were so segregated.
You can just say that.
Okay.
But that's what it's called, Jim Crow.
No, yeah, they. Angie,
I'm just-
I knew, yeah, like, so I mean.
You knew.
So
Did you know?
I knew.
No.
And there's
See?
other people that are older than me know. So I mean, it's just you, Gen Zs that don't know. But other than that,
no.
and
I knew this because of
Gen Z
class,
too.
man.
Yeah,
I knew-
Oh, but Nano knows facts. Go, Nano, go.
I pay attention.
So she grew up. She was growing up in the Jim Crow era, and she got that boy killed because she kept on seeing this kid that she knew, obviously like a black kid that she knew.
Who's the 14-year-old?
I don't know.
He said he raped her.
No.
Oh, no, no.
Oh yes.
Yes, and I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and like the only
We Gen Zs know
reason she
stuff.
say that. The only reason she said that is because her sister, the boy's sisters, had prettier dresses than her.
Yes, I did hear about that. And then she later confessed when she was on her deathbed,
Yeah,
right?
she confessed on her death because she kept on seeing him.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like that. Like when you're close to like death, you see the person that you think of.
Probably felt guilty.
She probably felt a lot of guilt.
Hell yeah. I
'Cause she
would-
basically killed
She
a kid. She basically killed somebody.
Yeah, because
Just
they like hung. I remember seeing that. I don't know if Facebook or TikTok, but they hung the little boy because she said that he either touched her or did something.
Yeah, like he like tried to rape her or some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Something about SA.
Yeah, so
But, like,
then they like tortured.
dang,
him
that's
and
crazy.
Murdered him.
That's like the same like the youngest kid that got like the electrical chair. Like when they barely like put out the electrical chair. Like one of the first victims that was really young was like this 14-year-old black kid, and like the same thing happened. He was accused of SA, pretty sure, of like this woman, and like I remember seeing photos of like him on the electrical chair, and they like he was like small because he's 14. He's still like a little kid, and like you know how like some kids are small even though they're
Well, he's like on like the fence of puberty. So like
Yeah.
he's growing at like
so
at like a rate,
since
but
he
he's
was
not-
too short for the chair,
Yeah.
he had to sit on his Bible in order to like for them to
Stop, dude.
and like the photo of like him getting strapped in, like he was crying, and I felt so sad. I
know.
hate people.
Oh,
They
false
are, like, just on other
accusations in
things.
general, like
They can ruin lives,
it can ruin
literally.
lives.
Yeah, especially SA.
Yeah.
Yes.
People,
Like,
people who joke about
There's
that.
a lot of stories on TikTok of like younger dudes, their lives being ruined just because like someone like just didn't like them and just like pretend like and like falsely accuse them of something.
Yeah.
I hate it.
or like just like okay, this is a story from like TikTok a long time ago. This guy killed himself because this girl like, at the college, she made a list of people that she knew were like sexually assaulted, like people that like would like SA people. But he was also on the list. But the only reason he was on the list, and she stated that on the list, because she didn't like him.
Really?
And because he was on that list, he kept on getting death threats. He kept on like people were like going after his family, and to the point where like he killed himself. And she even like admit like, oh, I don't care, like I just didn't like him.
No, I hope
Like he
she
didn't do anything. I just didn't like him.
hope she gets
What
run
the
over.
heck?
Exactly,
by a
like
monster truck.
people's lives get ruined.
I hope she dies.
Well, I mean, this is what we're talking about. You know that there's some people that just take advantage
Yeah.
of the system like that, and I feel like
Was he colored?
they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh my god, of course.
Dang.
No.
Okay. Well, I feel like that's a lot for today, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a lot. We touched a little bit of
That was
everything.
good.
That was. Did you like that, Selena?
I did like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So awesome. Well,
I really like this.
We're glad that you were here and you were part of this. It was really honestly really fun. Like having like guests.
I like
here.
Like when we had Trito and Jessica, I was
Yeah.
really
Oh,
fun.
they were here too?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
Lily was
future.
on one too.
Hey, past you guys.
Huh?
I said hey to the past you guys.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had them on. It's really. I really enjoyed it. It's fun, and also like
Bless
seeing
you.
your reaction to some of the stuff that Nano was telling you, because I did not know any of the stuff about like the black market either, or like the dark web either. That's what I meant to say, dark web. And then when they were telling me, I was like, oh my god. And then seeing your reaction, because you're actually a Gen Z, right? But you're
Yeah.
like one of like the older Gen Zs,
Oh.
because they're like the younger ones, right?
Older Gen Z.
Yeah.
You're like bordering millennial.
Yeah, so you're kind of like border like millennial Gen Z, and it was really. I
Yeah,
just thought,
24.
yeah, I just thought it
It's
was
all
really cool seeing the way you reacted, and because like because you guys are the same generation, but you guys grew up.
We grew up.
differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
we grew up way different.
Yeah, so I just thought it was really cool, like seeing your reaction, and I mean that's basically why we're doing this podcast, just to see the differences between our generation, but then also having like an older Gen Z,
Yeah.
because I'm technically like a newer
Older Gen Z?
You're
what am I-
like a young
I'm-
millennial.
I'm a young millennial technically, because if I get a
But you're
millennial
old.
that's like older than me, and then they start telling me about their experiences, and then I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, like different perspectives.
Yeah, different perspectives. Basically.
Yeah, for sure.
That was pretty cool.
Like the 1980s millennials versus like the 1990s.
Yeah,
That's way different. Because
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
way
like,
different.
because what 1980s like the AIDS pandemic,
Yeah.
like, and then like that in general, like that's like such a big like cultural phenomenon that happened.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's crazy. I
it's
think
like just living through like stuff like that. It's so different.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's why I like doing this, and
I think
I
it's
really like
cool.
the reaction. And then I mean like that's basically what we want like the listeners to go through too. Whenever they listen and they hear some of the stories we say or some of the things that we've experienced, and they're gonna be like, wow, that's amazing, you know, like that happened.
Honestly, I really liked being in the podcast. It really like opened my eyes to a lot of like things that I really didn't know. So thanks for having me, guys. Honestly, this motivation
It's
to
a
start my own
pleasure.
podcast.
Well, I mean, thanks for coming.
It's
And
fun.
I mean, whenever
Yeah, come back a lot. You know, just come back. randomly.
come back. Whenever you want. Whenever you want, yeah, let us
In a
know.
bit.
Well, thanks for coming along and helping us with ours. You know, and seeing your reaction is amazing. I love that.
But thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean, and that's it for today. Please.
My voice cracked. So, stay safe. Men's mental health is very important.
No, but yeah, I mean, thanks for listening. For any of you listeners out there, there's always the social medias. We will try to be. I always say this. We're always trying to be active. It's really hard with my job and my jobs. 2 jobs.
2 jobs.
Yes. Yeah, girl. So really hard sometimes. I'm really loving this vacation time. But yeah, I mean, we'll try to be more active. But if you guys are out there, please show us
Some
some
love.
support, yeah, and love. Please follow. Yeah, and then we hope to see you. We hope to hear from you guys, or that you guys hear us next Wednesday. Bye.
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 Bye.